Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode 2 of Tale of the Tape podcast.
Woo!
Woo! Ric Flair. We have a name for this now. We're now calling this the Tale of the Tape podcast. Yep. In today's episode, we will be going through a lot. Our main story, though, is
The sadly departed adventure.
He's not dead.
He's not dead, but he's going.
That is true. Recently, and when I mean recently, I mean a couple days ago, R-Truth came out on Twitter and announced that he was going to be leaving the WWE.
Yeah, very, very sad news. And it will be the end of all the comical adventures.
Yes. R-Truth, known for his comedic side. He was very humorous. I want to read to you the tweet that he sent out. He said, "I'm very sorry to inform you all. I just got released from WWE. I want to thank WWE for the ride, but mostly I want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. Thank you for all the love, support, and appreciation you have given me over the years. Thank you." He's not dead. But he's saying thank you to the fans there, but really, the fans need to say thank you for him for all the work that he's put in.
Which will not happen now.
Well,
I think his last appearance was against Cena.
it wasn't against Cena. He was on Smackdown this week because his last match was against JC Mateo. Jeff Cobb!
That's right.
Jeff Cobb! My name's Jeff Cobb!
And if it was what I think, it was a more extended version of his entrance.
Jeff Cobb!
The song went on longer.
Yes. Next we'll be calling him the main event. Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
Yeet. Right. But what a way to what a final match that was. I mean, against Jeff Cobb of all people, someone that we hardly know. He was big in the indie scene, but no one, if you are just like a casual fan, no one really knows who Jeff Cobb is. And what a final match to have. And he lost. Wouldn't it have made sense if his final match was against John Cena? Big name. Yes, he lost. But
Childhood hero.
yeah. And it's true, he was wearing Ron Cena, the last time is now t-shirt. What ironic, considering he's just been released. But that's not the only person that was released.
No.
Who was it?
The other person was, unfortunately, a member of the Judgment Day, Carlito. I bite the apple and spit it in face. All the
That's more Russian.
fruit and veg stalls will be going out of business.
Exactly. Who's gonna buy apples now? I brought apples because of Carlito. I bite the apple and then spit it in the face. That's not his accent.
But even that, another comical wrestler.
Exactly. They seem to be getting rid of these more over-the-top, more humorous characters, which I don't know why.
Bring the light to it.
It does. And honestly, for some people, I know me, I watched WWE for the couple weeks because R-Truth was in it. He was in the main event of Backlash. He was getting a
storyline.
He was in a big storyline with John Cena and, of course, Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
He was the only real person who I thought was good about the company at the minute, because honestly, at the minute, I think WWE have not necessarily taken a step back, but they're not as great as they used to be.
No. Do certain wrestling companies, do they have a step back? Just to make it a build up?
Well,
you know, like certain wrestlers who have just come back, we'll get onto them later,
yes,
had a step back, and now they're coming back into the limelight. But
we'll talk about that group later.
Definitely. I mean, yeah.
But this has happened with AEW recently. They've taken a step back, but now AEW has came back into the limelight. They have flourished in recent weeks.
They've just had one of their major events, Double or Nothing.
Yeah, which
we spoke about last time.
Last week.
This
Go
time.
Check out that podcast, because this is our second one. Go check it out. Go subscribe if you haven't already, because we're doing this weekly.
We're doing it weekly. We're doing it as we can and as it happens.
Exactly. Now, of course,
amateurs, but we'll get there.
We've got lights.
Yeah.
We've got a microphone. We're using
we've got a camera.
Camera. It's my
Helps.
phone.
Yes.
Let's get back on. Let's get back onto the story.
As you were.
What is next for R-Truth?
Music.
Definitely.
He is into his hip hop.
His yo.
That's it.
Rapping.
That's the very awkward silent bit there.
East side.
West side.
East side.
Have you gone special?
Gang symbols, innit? East side.
So, anyways, yes.
Carlito, what is next for him?
Carlito. He could run the next person to run Walford's fruit and veg stall. Somebody left it.
Right, this isn't an EastEnders podcast.
It's not, but he could end up there.
He's not going to end up there.
He could.
But you know what he has done recently? He has won a championship for an indie show.
He has?
An indie company. I don't know the name, and I don't know what championship it is, but he's won the championship for it. So could it mean he goes into that indie company, he does something there for a little while, and then AEW? Because I don't think he's finished wrestling yet.
No.
There's definitely more to come.
There
in
is
that story.
more, and there could be a serious side, or could it be the comical side of it?
I bite the apple and spit it in the face of enemy. It's more Russian.
Yeah.
He's rushing to get to his next wrestling company.
And we'll skip to that one. Yes, but yes.
So R-Truth and Carlito have been released. It's all very sad. Is there going to be more releases incoming?
Well, they could be. But who?
Who? Who? Who? Who? Who? Who? Who?
Who? Exactly.
Well,
would it be? It tends to be the ones that are more popular that are going, instead of the unpopular ones.
Now,
me personally, I'd like, because it's just,
I want to see him be released.
He is not doing much, and that is Karrion Kross.
Really?
He's just talking.
Really? I mean,
why wasn't he released?
He's a good guy.
He's lost the Authors of Pain.
Yeah. I think I know who's going to be released next. Because, and I want to bring this to the centre of attention now, The Miz, on his Twitter page, has recently, yesterday or so, taken out all mentions of WWE off of his Twitter page.
The Miz.
The Miz.
Very big release if that would
Yes.
ever happen.
He has been with the company for many years now. And honestly, it would be a shame to see him go.
Yeah.
It's
if it was, it'd be like a story of The Rock.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yes.
Movies. Hollywood.
Awesome!
And like Miz. He's got his Marine Combat Command franchise thing.
Yes. He's got loads of franchises that he's in. He's made a documentary with Maurice, which I haven't watched, but hey, it's
been a busy week.
But silence on set, because you want to say something about presumably R-Truth's career.
Yes, his career does span back many years. His debut.
Yes.
In March '97.
97.
Long way away.
A long time ago.
Long time ago. You weren't even born.
No. I mean, he is.
You were just a twinkling in the eye.
97.
97.
Let's go back to wrestling.
97, and his first name was. Do you know?
Yeah.
His debut name.
What's up? My name is Ron.
No.
Smith.
You see.
Ron Swizzle.
It was. Excuse me. K Quick.
Hey?
K Quick.
Who?
K Quick.
What?
That's the one. K Quick. He came in, debuted in '97 as K Quick.
Is that the reaction of the fans? Is that what the fans say?
Quick.
K Quick.
That's it.
Okay, he's quick.
And like I said,
Quick.
a little bit of facts about it. He debuted on '97, which we already said.
We've said his name was K Quick. He was speeding down the ring.
He actually holds the record of number of times the 24/7 was held.
Really?
Record timings, I think, if my facts are right, was 54 times he held that belt.
54 times he held the 24/7
54 times he held that belt, and that's nearly, 54 times of hiding in dustbins, hiding in boxes.
Yep. He won it on a golf course once.
Yep. And a plane.
A plane, yep. But to be honest, how important was that championship belt?
It could have been better revolved. It could have been. They could have made it the same as when Mankind had it.
Keep on talking.
Mankind. Him, to me, it is the hardcore Holly. He had the hardcore championship.
He did.
I know it was a 24/7 championship, but it is the hardcore championship.
They should.
And they could have made, me personally, they could have made that a lot better than it was.
Yeah. Modern day WWE with all these sponsors. I reckon they should bring back the 24/7 championship. I reckon they should bring it back, but they should call it the Dude Wipes Championship.
No. That's just...
Money.
No.
It would make
Dude
money.
Wipes, you're getting into all sorts of things.
The McDonald's
you got
championship.
the prime. There'll be a Prime Championship next.
Yep.
And like I said, we already have. If you haven't heard, Snap!
Slim Jims!
Slim Jims! On a table.
On a table. They are seriously doing that. Slim Jims on a table. Not the product, not the Slim Jims.
But the sponsorship.
The logo is going to be printed on the table, which I'm going to go for a little rant here.
You go for a rant.
I absolutely
Remember,
hate how it looks.
You have to have a snap.
into a table.
Yes, into a table.
That's how they've actually advertised it. The wrestlers, it's going to be so big, they're going to get out the tables and they're going to snap into a Slim Jim table. I absolutely hate it, because tables, it's meant to be a weapon. It's meant to be a thing. They set it out and commentary are like, oh my god, we got a table! Oh my god, he's going to put him through a table! And it's meant to be
and
pain.
when he does it, oh my god, he's gotta be dead!
He's dead! He's dead! Oh my god!
He's gotta be dead!
He's gotta be dead!
Slim Jim's on a table.
I hate it. It makes it look like a prop. It makes it look like a little toy. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen to the Slim Jim table. Oh, maybe it's going to snap because a wrestler's gone through it. They're literally saying, I'm a table, I'm meant to be broken. I'm probably as thin as cardboard because I'm meant to be broken. It doesn't say any pain. It doesn't say, oh, it's really violent and painful. It's a Slim Jim table, for goodness sake.
It's Slim Jim.
It's awful.
Slim Jim's been in wrestling for a number of years now, so they've bound to have had their advertisement on the props or on the tables. Prime. They've got their little Prime station.
Prime hydration station.
Yeah. Which I've always loved to see a wrestler go straight through that.
Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious. Have you seen the time that Randy Orton picked up that... It was at Backlash, actually. He picked up one of the Prime bottles, opened it, and the face he pulled...
Yeah.
Because, honestly, Prime tastes bad.
Yeah.
It tastes of probably Logan Paul's sweat. And I'm sure he doesn't have a nice smelling sweat.
No.
Nice tasting
definitely
sweat.
Not.
I mean, who knows? His sweat could taste like strawberries.
I wouldn't like to think that.
It could taste of ice.
So now every
Prime.
time we have some strawberries and cream, I'm going to think of Logan Paul.
And his sweat.
I'm eating Logan Paul here. He tastes delicious.
Ice Pop Prime probably tastes like Logan Paul's sweat.
Can you get Ice Pop Prime?
Yeah.
Not in the UK.
It's red and it's white and it's
in the UK?
blue. Hang on. Let me get it up. Because we do our research here. Research, that's what I said.
We do research.
Ice Pop Prime, see? Look, £2 in Iceland. There it is, Ice Pop Prime.
Well, you never.
It's red, it's white, and it's pink, and it's blue. Pink.
Yeah.
They also do an energy. They do Energy Prime. In cans. Oh.
As if Logan Paul wasn't hyped up enough.
Energy. Energy Prime. So if the normal Prime is Logan Paul's sweat, what do you think Energy Prime is?
Energy drink.
I think it's his tears after losing to Roman Reigns at Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. That would be the tears.
Oh, he put me through a table. Oh, I didn't win against Roman Reigns. Oh, but I'm still the best in the world because I'm Logan Paul and I have Prime. Shall we move on to a different company now?
We certainly can if we can do.
Last week we were talking about Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
This incredible pay-per-view, and the stats say the same because Dave Meltzer. Oh, I love him.
No.
I love Dave Meltzer so much. Oh, I love him. He's so good.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that Dave Meltzer said was, "Oh, I hate WWE because they have so many bad storylines. I love AEW. Oh, I just love AEW so much." And then when Bray Wyatt came, he was like, No, it was the other way around. When Bray Wyatt got released, he was like, "Oh, I love WWE now. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, AEW is so boring. Oh, I love WWE." But then when Bray Wyatt came back, he flipped tables again.
He did indeed. Yeah.
He's an awful, awful man. He's a good historian, but he's an awful, awful man.
But as an insider,
he's alright. He's got a load of sources for him, and he has came up with his ratings for Double or Nothing. If you don't know his ratings, they go from 1 star to 5 stars. Are you a bit distracted there, mate?
Yeah, just HQ.
Just yeah, it might be showing on the camera, so privacy reasons.
That's alright. Lovely. Yeah.
Lovely.
Anyways.
I need to take a drink. Where were we? If you don't know, Dave Meltzer's rating system goes from 1 star to 5 stars, and he sometimes includes the odd 6th star if it's a really good match, if he really enjoyed it. But his ratings for Double or Nothing have came out. Starting with the lowest rated, we'll do that one first. The lowest rated was Anna and Harley versus Megan and Penelope Ford.
Yeah, it's...
That got a DNR. He didn't rate it. It was so bad that he didn't rate it.
Nope.
And then we move on to his one step up. DCF versus Paragon. He gave that a 3 3/4 star.
Average.
Yeah, it's alright. Well, if you compare it to all the other matches on this list, it's one of the lowest. And then back to 0 Hour, the 8-man tag, he gave that a 4 1/4 star. Which we're getting there. Storm versus Shirakawa. That one. He gave that 4 stars.
Yeah, I would have given it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, Toni Storm, she's going from strength to strength.
She's amazing right now.
She is. She's going from strength to strength.
I am loud and I am proud.
Storyline to storyline. She will do it the best.
Timeless.
Toni
Storm.
That's right.
That's my impression.
Yeah.
How many stars would you give my impression of her?
Oh.
I am loud and I am proud and I am timeless. What would you get out of 5 stars? You know what's the right answer.
Yeah, undebatable.
Undebatable. Personally, yes. I'd give that 6 stars.
Good. But if you had gone to the full extent, chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe.
I haven't got a shoe now.
We haven't got a shoe at the minute.
I haven't got a shoe. I've got a slipper somewhere.
Yeah. But, yeah.
That's a good match.
It was a good match.
It was. Next up, we've got Okada versus Speedball. He gave that 4.5 stars. I could see that. He gave 4.5 stars to Ricochet Briscoe.
Which was a good match.
I'm going to start ticking these off so I don't remember. So I remember. We've done that one, we've done that one, we've done that one. Right. Ricochet Briscoe, he gave 4.5 stars.
Good match. Any match that involves Briscoe and myself is
an ambulance match.
A good match, yes, an ambulance match.
Personally, I would have gave that 5 stars.
Match.
Stretcher match, oh sorry. Stretcher match,
I'll just
threw me cap.
Ended up in the ambulance.
Yeah, I don't know why they put a stretcher at ringside if the aim was to get them in the ambulance. I mean, really, you're going to put someone on the stretcher, wheel him all the way up the ramp. I don't see that. But I feel like that should have got more stars. I really enjoyed that match, personally because of the gimmick of it. He gave 4.5 stars to FTR versus Nigel and Garcia.
Yeah.
Yep. To be
next match. Yeah.
Yep. He gave another 4.5 stars to Mercedes versus Hater.
Yeah.
Understandable.
To be honest with you, I had to go for a break for that time, but never mind.
Women's match toilet break.
Yep.
That's not what we believe. Women's matches are great. The Hurt... I'm digging myself a hole here. The Hurt Syndicate versus the Sons of Texas. That got 3.5 stars.
Yeah, it wasn't the overall best.
It was a lackluster. There were definitely matches on that show that were greater.
Yeah.
Talking about great matches, we had Anarchy in the arena. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Which was the most probably my favourite.
That was the theme of last podcast.
It was. Where there's Moxley, there's got to be chaos.
And forks.
And forks. And blood.
A lot of blood.
Yeah.
And music. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies... Yep. That got... And I've got a count here. 1, 2... Oh, there goes my cap. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 stars out of 5. Yep. I would give that 5 out of 5. It was a great match. It was a really good match. I really enjoyed it.
Definitely.
Every spot.
Should be more matches like that in events like that.
There should be. Forbidden Door, I feel like they should do battling Big Ben.
I don't think the government will let that happen, but...
War in Wembley. It's not in Wembley.
Well, the O2 is next to the Thames. How about first one in the Thames wins?
How about we're gonna do this is gonna be a segment now. How about Ganache? You know the Nash, but like with the G in front. Nash in government.
Mm.
How about Party in Parliament?
Wrestle in Westminster.
That's that. We're
getting any other people who can think of anything better.
There's no one watching this. Let's face
it.
Drop a comment. They'll be open.
Subscribe if you want to.
Subscribe. Give a like.
Yeah, give a like.
Let's pause.
Well,
let's just wait for them to like the video. They've done it.
Yeah.
They've done it. Thanks. Love you. We've got one more match on this card though. Hangman Adam Page.
Exactly.
Versus Ospreay. Off the bat, how good was that match?
Very good.
Very, very good.
Very good.
According to Dave Meltzer, it was very, 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 very good. He didn't give it 1 star.
Ospreay always gets
He didn't give it 2 stars. He did not give it 3 stars. He didn't give it 4 stars.
No.
He didn't give it 5 stars.
What?
He gave it 5.5 stars.
5.5 stars?
5.5.
5.5 stars?
5.5. Yeah, that's
wow.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe that. You can't have 5.5 stars. That's going off the chart.
It's Ospreay.
It's Ospreay.
It's Ospreay.
Like, he goes off that turnbuckle. Dave Meltzer went off the chart.
Exactly.
That's an awful...
It's Ospreay. You have to give him... You know, you're alright, bruv. You know what I mean?
Alright, bruv.
Yeah.
Bruv. Alright, bruv. I'm bruv, mate.
I put my neck on the line, bruv, and this is it, bruv.
I've got kids, bruv. I've got a family, bruv. I've got a supply
That's
for
it,
the family, bruv. Bruv. I've got a family, bruv. Bruv. It's a funny word, that.
Bruv.
Brother.
You ain't my brother.
It reminds me. It reminds me of the Oasis. Brother.
God, yeah.
Sunshine. That's my Manc accent.
That's it.
Sunshine. That's all I can say. Sunshine. But we have a mascot for this next part, don't we?
We do.
Get him out.
We do. Do we bring
Get him out.
Do we bring him?
It's the review mascot.
Right there, let's get him.
All review shows.
I'm just going to get him. Won't be long.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring.
Here he comes.
He is Kevin the Carrot. Dun 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 dun.
Hi, I'm Kevin, and I'm here to help these. That's right, Kevin. You can sit here. Take your pride place.
Your pride place, because he's gay.
Yeah.
Pride place. Right, Kevin.
Right, Kevin.
What show are we reviewing this week? Friday Night Smackdown.
You said that perfectly.
What is this podcast comes in? We're in our second episode and we're talking to a carrot.
We've got Kevin.
Kevin.
Hello, Kevin. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello. How was Friday Night Smackdown, Kevin?
Well, it was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Should I take over?
Yeah, I'm shaking a bit.
Oh, don't matter.
I'm a bit starstruck.
Oh, it doesn't work. It don't matter. You sit there, Kevin.
Yeah, we'll show you how some wrestling moves soon. Oh, he's gone.
Kevin's gone for a flight. You sit there.
You sit there, pal.
You sit there.
Come here. Little Kev. There you go, Kev.
Pop your feet in there. There you
Pop
go.
your feet in there.
There you go, Kevin.
Alright, let's just
Sit there, Kevin.
sit
Come
there,
on.
Kev. Don't fall. Are you drunk?
Go on, Kevin.
Hey, but just bear with us a second.
Hang on.
We've just got a bit.
Pause. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, look at the camera, mate. This is a wrestling podcast. Yeah. Sit down, man. Come on.
Anyways, Smackdown. Kev, you just sit there, pal.
Okay, we'll sit.
I'll keep a hold of you.
So what did you think of Smackdown, mate? Yeah. Was it? Was it? Really? What happened at Smackdown, mate?
What, that happens here? Okay.
Wow! Right.
Man of very, very, very less words.
Well, he's a mascot of the review section of this podcast, aren't you? Yes, you are. The first thing that happened at Friday Night Smackdown, Bianca
came out.
Not that one.
Not your come out, Kevin, but you know.
Bianca came out. So did you. God's sake, what are we doing?
Next week we'll have the Cookie Monster.
Nah, you can't replace Kevin.
Nah, Kevin's the man.
Kevin's here and Kevin's here to stay.
Yeah.
Kevin, the review mascot. Isn't that right, Kevin? Isn't that right? Yep. Shall we get on with this one?
Well, yeah. Just you just sit there, Kevin.
We're here, you know how ridiculous this is? Yeah, last week we sat down, this is going to be a really professional podcast.
Professional, sensible.
We're going to sit up straight.
Accurate, mature podcast that is viewed to the nation.
We're here sat talking to a carrot.
And we've got Kevin. Oh, yeah.
We're here sat talking to a gay carrot.
Yeah.
Friday Night Smackdown was good.
Friday Night Smackdown was good, yes. We started with Belair.
She came out
announcing that she is still not 100%.
She's not even.
But she is rehabbing.
She's the EST.
She is the EST of the WWE.
She was in her hometown, so it makes sense why she came out.
That's right, and she sang one of her favourite songs.
Yep, I don't know what that song is.
It was a Tennessee, Knoxville.
Tennessee.
And then, as if by magic, halfway through, we had a bit of a caution.
Caution! 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 Carrot! Caution! Carrot! That's what you should be called.
It's alright, she's not here.
Ah! Caution! Naomi's here. She came out. She made things a bit personal. She started talking about Bianca's mum, saying that she broke into her house. Which...
Looked at the photo album.
Yes. Saw that Bianca was a very sad child. Did she say that? She said something along the lines of that. But... she says, I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry. She does that whole, oh, sorry, oh, sorry, I'm really sorry. But yes. Bianca rejects that apology, and Naomi goes on to actually qualify for Money in the Bank later on in the show. And when I mean later on, I mean the next match after that. She goes on to qualify, and then that's pretty much Bianca's segment over and done with. There was a couple matches which were
snippets and stuff,
which were boring. Very much like the theme of WWE at the minute. Just the matches are pretty much boring. If they're not the big matches, they're boring.
Yeah. And then we had...
But our truth came out.
Yes, that's right.
We're going to get to that last.
We're going to get to that.
Oh, it's juicy.
Yes, and then that's the game. Yep.
I feel like I'm being looked at by 100 people. Or just you, Kev. Our truth's last match. Come on, come sit here. Come sit here. He doesn't want to sit here. Come. It was R-Truth's last match, wasn't it?
It was R-Truth's last match.
Against JC Mateo.
JC Mateo, yeah.
But he won, didn't he?
He did win.
And he
that was
beat
the end
him
of
up.
That.
Yep.
And then we had the tag team titles.
And then we had Cody Rhodes come out. He returns to Smackdown.
Oh, God, yes. Baby boy.
He came out.
Baby boy.
Jey Uso came out. You can sit here, Kevin. Jey Uso came out. Yeet. And he had only one word to say. 4 letters. Yeet. He came out, but someone interrupted him, didn't he? And his name... John Cena. John Cena came out. Now at first he introduced and he called out Logan Paul and he actually hyped him up. However, they did have a slight argument when they were discussing if they were going to attack Cody or Jay. One of them was saying, oh, I don't want to attack Jay because he might attack me and make it worse. The other one was saying, oh, but be a man because we got to attack them because we're literally facing them in a week against Money in the Bank. So, don't swing Kevin around like that. Yeah, Kevin's alright.
Do a Claudio.
No, don't swing him round. He's going to stay there. Because he's our review mascot, and I love him very much.
Oh, yes.
Not in a gay way.
But in a friendly way.
Don't smack him.
I'm not smacking him.
They ended up attacking John Cena. I mean, Kevin Owens. I mean, Jey Uso. I got them in the end. And Cody Rhodes. However, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes stood tall at the end of it, and Cody raised up the title belt.
Yep.
One thing that Cody said before all of this happened that I want to touch on real quick, he said that he was a good champion. He also said that The Rock's offer still stands, which is very interesting because he could say yes in the very near future. He could say yes to The Rock. Yes, I will sell my soul to you, Rock, if you help me defeat John Cena.
which could be a factor.
It could be. But I feel like let's get on to the main thing that happened of the night.
Yeah, we had the tag team champions come out.
They came out, they said a couple words, then the other people came out.
Then
they said
DIY came out.
And then DIY came out.
Then DIY. Then Faction
came
out. All in the ring, all together. I mean, having a discussion. And then what happened?
The lights went out.
The lights went out.
They came out from under the ring. Well, we're not meant to know that. They
appeared.
They appeared out of nowhere. The lights came back on, and they started attacking like they did last week.
That's it. In true Wyatt 6 form. They cleared the ring. They cleared the round the ring.
Yep.
You know, Gacy. Can you remember what Gacy looked like before? And now what he looks like?
He has a whole new attire and he has a new pin badge.
He has a new pin badge.
It's a smiley face. Because he's always happy.
He is. He's always happy.
It was his past gimmick.
It was.
It used to be his gimmick. Now, Uncle Howdy also has a new mask. It's no longer that, like, off-greeny.
It's more of a...
It's more like, not a white, but like a more...
greyish.
Grey.
Yeah.
It looks better for him.
And I like to see that, I like seeing more of... Who do we call it? Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross, that's her
She's
name.
getting more involved now. There will be, and I think there will be, a match soon. There has to be a match.
Nikki Cross versus...
anyone that she's beat up.
The DIY member. What's her name? Pixie Lot.
That's...
No. The Poison Pixie.
Dodgy silence. Hold on. Anyways, yeah, her. Could be Zelina Vega.
It's not going to be Zelina Vega, it's going to be the Poison Pixie, whose name is... It's going to be the Poison Pixie, whose name is...
You don't know either.
No. Do you know? Who knows? No one.
I'm afraid, if you don't know, do you know what happens?
No, we're not getting rid of him.
No, we're not getting rid of him.
He's going to stay
I was just going to show him what his sister Abigail looks like.
We'll do that at the end when he goes to go. They also interrupt...
You don't know that, but you are.
They also interrupt the show later on with a vignette.
Yeah, another vignette.
It was a hard vignette to understand. You couldn't quite know what he was saying, but he said along the lines of, "We won't stop until we get what we are owed."
And with that, what are they owed? Is it a title?
Owed?
Is it revenge? Is it something purely that they want to carry on from the Bray Wyatt legacy?
Yeah, or do they want the championship belts?
Possibly, but I don't think Wyatt's are ready for titles.
The Wyatts, to me, are...
They come and they go and they come back.
They're a team that doesn't need the belts. I don't think they need a belt.
They don't need belts. They need different kind of matches. You know.
They need the sort of gimmicky matches.
Yeah. You know, the no disqualification matches. A dark match. A lights out match. I know it's been done before, but...
The last person to do that was Bray himself.
Exactly.
And it's a good way to carry on his legacy to be honest, if you want to call that sort of lights out pitch black match, if you want to call that match Bray Wyatt's match, Bray Wyatt stipulate, you know how The Undertaker had the casket match, Bray Wyatt has the blackout match, the lights out match. It's a good way. I remember Bray Wyatt used to wrestle in completely red light, which wasn't a good look, to be honest. It was Vince McMahon's worst decision he's probably made with that character.
Which leads me to think later on this year, would it be a good match to see in Survivor Series?
What?
Bring back the old school Survivor Series. Not War Games, but the old school.
Yes.
You know.
Roster versus roster.
Yeah. Or Wyatt Six
faction versus faction.
Bloodline.
What? The Bloodline, even though they're on Smackdown.
Yeah, but it's Survivor Series.
Yeah, you could.
Round the board.
I think that's one thing with WWE that they've sort of slowly got rid of, and that's faction wars. There isn't enough factions for there to be a faction war. There was, obviously we're talking about the Wyatt Six, but there also was Carrying Crosses group. What are they called? Something to do with the Bible.
Testament.
The Final Testament.
Final Testament.
There was that faction. There was obviously the Judgment Day.
Yeah,
but they
seem to be
look like they're breaking
residing out. Yeah.
So there isn't really that much factions left other than the Wyatt Six for there to be a faction war. Obviously, you've got the Bloodline, and you used to have the old Bloodline when Roman Reigns was in the mix, but he seems to be on a holiday.
But there is one faction that's stirring up.
Which is?
Seth Rollins.
True.
Ron Baker.
And they are on Raw.
Bronson Reed.
They are on Raw. That would be a good storyline. That I would like that match very much. Me and Likey. If Seth Rollins could get a female in that group to go with Nikki Cross, it could be that. I just got the thought into my head that Alexa Bliss could potentially be in that group. But
with who?
With Seth Rollins. And that's how she gets introduced.
Possibly.
But
or
then that is a
you've
long
got
way.
the likes of Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Who's that? Who's like in the last set of releases? There was a group that got completely demolished. A women's group.
Damage Control.
Yeah. Io Sky potentially because she doesn't have a group. Yes, I reckon if Io Sky had that heelish demeanour that she used to have, I believe in NXT, that's really good for her. I think her heel side, I really like her heel side, and I think that she could definitely work with Seth Rollins' group to really bring out that character because she's really good at being a heel. She used to be a heel for Damage Control. Io Sky, Queen of the Sky. Well, she used to be called Io Shirai, but no. But I think Io Sky could potentially be if they were going for that, the woman in that group. But it's definitely interesting. Survivor Series is in November.
Let me think.
Yeah, it's the last one of the year. There isn't one in December anymore.
No. Yeah, because they've switched it all around.
Yeah. I remember TLC used to be in December. TLC is no longer in December. But it's very interesting with Survivor Series this year because obviously there's not the War Games match anymore.
Nope.
They're going for the more normal
Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
One gets eliminated, another gets eliminated until you're left with either 3-on-2 or 1-on-3 or 1-on-4 or yeah.
Which
I like that. That was interesting.
Talking about bringing back the old style, Triple H wants to scrap the old style of another match, Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
He's
came out and
he said that he doesn't like this style of Money in the Bank. He doesn't like the ladder match aspect of it.
But how would you change it?
How would you change it? That's
Why
the
would you
question.
change it?
he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Honestly, he does not like the Money in the Bank ladder match.
But it's another step forward to the next potentially new champion.
Yeah. How if you were gonna keep the Money in the Bank, how would you change the ladder match side of it? What other match could you do? I mean, there's the simple fatal 5-way match.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
is
you've
that just
still
a bit
got
basic?
to try and get the briefcase, so it's going to be still upper height.
Yeah.
Or is it? Or is it?
TNA.
Is it in?
This is interesting.
Is it in a special case?
Because TNA do this thing called the X Division, where they quite literally hang. They build this huge structure around the ring, and they quite literally hang the championship from the middle. I'm gonna see if I can try and get it up to show you, but it's a very interesting concept because they literally have to climb up this structure to get it. Let's see if I can find sort of like this. It's like in the shape of an X, and I'll see if the camera can pick that up. It's like in the shape of an X, and they have to climb up these pillars here and walk across to get the championship that's here. And it's a very interesting thing, and because obviously TNA and WWE have that partnership now, could we see the X Division be brought into Money in the Bank? It's a possibility.
Yeah, it is, but it's stealing from different companies.
Yeah, but they're working together. So.
Yeah.
And plus, it's really cool because the superstars can go up on this big X structure here, and they can obviously this guy is running across, and they could chuck people off from the top, and they can do moves on this little X, and then even then they have to climb back down to this sort of middle section where the championship is actually being held. It's a really interesting concept. I think WWE.
So on that note, I mean, yeah, sticking with Money in the Bank.
We've done with the review, haven't we?
But yes,
we've done with Friday Night Smackdown review.
Yeah.
So say goodbye.
On your behalf.
Goodbye.
3. Bye, Kevin. 3. What would be your 3 best possible matches to bring back to life?
3 best possible matches.
Stipulation matches.
They don't do it. I don't know why they do it. But they don't do the Inferno match anymore. And
health and safety. Which health and safety in AEW
but it's
goes
fun.
out the window.
But it's fun.
It's fun. It's hot.
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 Hot. Like a hot Slim Jim.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, that'll be funny if the Wyatt Six ever attack and bring out the tables. Just imagine the Wyatt Six bringing out a Slim Jim table.
Yeah.
And then when they go through it, you just hear a or like a snap, just straight through.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's
so
awful,
3 best matches?
The Inferno match.
Yeah, that's one.
Are we talking matches that don't exist anymore?
Anyone you want.
Anyone. The Hell in a Cell.
Well, yeah, that still exists, but you want...
Oh! Ones that have not existed.
That have been taken away.
Yeah. Inferno match, I would do the Ambrose Asylum match.
Right.
You know where it's like the steel cage.
All different things
and all
on
the
it,
thing was hanging off. That was really cool. And the Firefly Funhouse match.
To me, it wasn't a match, was it? It was
It was!
a snippet of different things.
It was the Firefly Funhouse.
That was a weird one, that was.
Pull up your pants.
Exactly.
And do the Muscle Man dance.
It was a weird one.
It was nice.
Yeah.
What are your 3?
My 3 would have to be, first of all...
So I can take a drink.
Buried Alive match. You cannot mistake that the Buried Alive matches with The Undertaker with one of the iconic matches of any time.
Yep, definitely.
To the fact that, you can take it to a compound.
Yeah.
With AJ Styles.
With AJ Styles,
that was the start of the movie-like type match as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I remember that because they couldn't actually do a real match because obviously it was COVID, so they couldn't do the normal. Yeah, that was a good way to get around.
It was a good way, and that was really, like I say, a very good match, and like I said, buried alive matches. To me, hands down, brilliant.
Yeah.
Second, a bit of a weird one, but I think it's only been used a couple of times. Would be the Punjabi prison matches.
Punjabi prison, yeah.
Yeah.
The last time it got used was Backlash. Randy Orton.
Great Khali, was
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, that's right.
The Great Khali did make his way down to the ring though.
Yeah.
During that match. Yeah, I could see that.
Punjabi matches, that would be a good thing. I mean,
it's a really nice match.
Could they be introduce it into the Riyadh season?
We started on that. Have you heard? They're gonna do if WrestleMania was gonna be in Saudi, they were gonna call it the Super WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's
like they had the Super Showdown, like they had the Greatest Royal Rumble. They're gonna have Super WrestleMania. It's the greatest WrestleMania ever.
Crown jewels.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not
a part of Riyadh season.
Yeah. My third match.
Hang on, you've had a third match.
I haven't. Buried alive. Punjabi prison.
Third match.
Third match goes back to the heydays.
Alright.
But they were good. And it was like, how can I put it?
The heydays.
Yeah, my heyday. My favourite match of all time. You know it.
Match. Jesus, tractor match.
No. By far my favourite match of all time.
I know.
My favourite match between two iconic wrestlers.
Yes.
Undertaker.
Mankind.
Versus Mankind. In the Boiler Room Brawl match.
Is that wrong?
The Boiler Room Brawl match.
The Boiler Room Brawl
match. They were. Bring them back.
Yeah.
I know we've got the AEW Anarchy Arena Stampede matches around everything, but a Boiler Room Brawl match.
Yeah.
And with the latest of these arenas or stadiums, back then it was a boiler room. But with these stadiums and that, they've got to be having some really big boiler rooms to go and play in.
A pub match.
A pub match.
A bar match.
What's that? Who can drink and miss pints?
Yeah.
And who would do that? Stone Cold?
Archery. Bless his soul.
He's not dead though.
He's not dead. He's just
gone.
Gone far away in the distance.
He's just gone.
Making his what's that?
Kevin.
Where's he gone?
Kevin's trying to say something.
Oh, what do you want to say? Goodbye, everybody.
Into the depths of hell. No, wouldn't it be funny if we just...
It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be funny. Hello. Hello, Jackie.
Oh, God. Why are we doing this?
I think it's time.
Subscribe if you like it.
It's time.
And likes.
Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you want to see another one.
Of these.
Oh, my God.
Good.
What do you even call them?
Awesome. Awful. You can comment.
It's amazing.
I will take any comments going. Awful, greatness, brilliance, fantastic. You want it, give it to us.
And by the way, It's free to subscribe. It's free to like. We're not asking for money. I mean, we will if we get enough subscribers.
Yeah, that in the many distant years to come. But if it takes off,
it's time to go. See you later, everybody.
It's time to go.
It's been a good one. That's another podcast. Wait.
Subscribe.
In the words of whatever music band done it, let the bodies
hit the floor.
Hit the floor. Woo!